Because I'm still chasing the dragon of mature musical choices.
It doesn't end.
Baby, can't you see I'm calling? A guy like you should wear a warning. It's dangerous, I'm falling. There's no escape, I can't wait. I need a hit, baby, give me it. It's dangerous, I'm loving it. Too high, can't come down. Losing my head, spinning round and round. Do you feel me now? With a taste of your lips, I'm on a ride. You're toxic, I'm slipping under. I'm addicted to you, don't you know that you're toxic? And I love what you do, don't you know that you're toxic? It's getting late to give you
We lived in
up.
Austin forever, and Red Dirt and the whole country end of things is really big down there, and I find myself in it a lot. And it's like you have to play really simply, but you got to really stay with the emotion of every note and really stay with the emotion of the person who's singing and the song, so you can't phone it in, even though oftentimes I have to play really simply. But man, playing a good whole note in a country song is an art. And it's a lot harder than you think it is. It's like, just to go, with perfect time.
It's like AC/DC. Everyone's like, oh,
dude, like AC/DC, yeah, play it right.
Yeah, be the drummer in AC/DC.
Yeah,
show me
and
how
make
easy
it feel good.
Show me how easy it is.
Yeah,
not so much.
Exactly, I know, and that's part of that maturity thing. I used to listen to fusion records when I was a young kid, and I can't even listen to most of that stuff now. Well, it'll make me laugh a lot of the time because it's almost comical sounding, and some of it still sounds really good. But it's just funny that, and that's what I thought you had to be. I thought you had to shred like Jocko or Stanley to even be a viable musician. Well, I ended up giving you like 1 or 2 bass lessons.
Yeah,
you came over to me and Chamberlain's place where we were staying.
I learned a valuable lesson in all of that as well. Well, I just realized my idea of what happens when you have a successful...
Oh, yeah, because we had a hit record, and I'm in this ratty, $500 2-bedroom apartment, and me and Chamberlain were sharing...
Above a bodega.
Yeah, above a bodega in Seattle. It was just super tiny, low rent in Ballard before Ballard blew up. And it was, we were just slumming it, man. Neither one of us had any money. And, it was hilarious. And so that's...
I realized I had chosen a difficult path because I was looking at someone who was clearly way more talented than I was, miles ahead of me in trajectory.
In a ratty apartment.
And I was like, well, this is exactly like my house. But I learned a couple of other things. First of all, you were so cool to me.
That's good, because I was a jackass pretty often back then, so I'm glad I was nice.
There were a lot of guys with rock star attitudes, and you never pulled that shit with me. Maybe it was because I was bigger than you. But the other lesson that I learned was that I was never going to be as good as you on the bass, but that was my gig now. I was going to play the bass. So I perceive musicianship like performance automobiles, right? Now you can be a Honda, and that's great.
You can be a Toyota Camry.
And for sure.
That's the bass player everybody wants to hire, is the Toyota Camry. It can go really fast, but it doesn't have to.
I think about it in terms of available horsepower.
Yeah.
And so I did not have available horsepower. You do, but you don't always have to put the pedal to the floor, right? But what I realized is I have to make people perceive that I have available horsepower, even if I don't. So every once in a while, play at the absolute maximum of my ability, but otherwise do your best to play minimally, because then my abilities seem to be greater by my put on maturity.
I've got a signature model coming out with Reverend. You've met Ken Haas.
Yeah, nice guy.
Awesome.
Yeah.
He and Joe Naylor are just super cool.
I like what those guys are doing.
They're doing it right. They had to quit their American production a few years back because their machines kept breaking and they couldn't make any money. And then they switched over to the Korean line that they've got now. And it's amazing. The build quality is just stupid.
I played a couple of those guitars and they're great. I want to put my hands on one of those basses.
Yeah, we're coming out with the Reverend Basshauser Fatfish 32. It's a 32-inch medium scale set neck, semi-hollow. It's a combination of the Michel Ndege cello bass and the Reverend Dub King short scale hollow body. And if you melted those two together, you would get my bass.
Amazing.
Well, Ken's convinced that me and Reeves Gabriels need to play together. He said, yeah, you guys would just be like, and so that's cool. So
have you seen him play?
Not live. I've seen him footage and I know of him pretty well. And he's just one of these crazy postmodern freakazoid monsters. And Ken's hosting a jam night during NAMM somewhere around there. And so we'll see what happens on that.
Oh, that's great. Christine and I saw The Cure at the Garden.
Oh, he's in The Cure. That's right.
Oh, dude, he's in The Cure. He gets all the best gigs, doesn't he?
Yeah, Tim Machine, The Cure. Yeah, Reeves is doing all right. That's right. I forgot he's in The Cure. That's so cool.
Not a bad gig.
I didn't like The Cure a long time ago.
Until you listened to the bass?
Well, until I just didn't pay any attention to it back in the day. And now in recent years, I hear them and it sounds cool,
I don't know the bass player's name, but some of the best...
Simon Gallup, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Some of the best bass tones in rock music.
It doesn't have to sound like Jocko wrote it, to be music.